What's up, everybody? It is Coach Nick, and today I'm going to teach you how to spin a basketball on your finger. So the first part in doing this is actually the toss. That's probably the most important part. You got to get the ball to spin very quickly and very efficiently, and you have to make sure it spins in a way such that it's going to stay on your finger. So what I like to do is I hold the ball like so. So the ball, I'm left-handed, so I hold it in my left hand, obviously. But you want the ball to be on your fingertips. So there should be a space here. Don't try to hold it like this because it slips off too easily. When it's on your finger, or finger pads, I guess you could say, when it's on your finger pads, you can control it really well. And so you're going to start with your hand this way, and then as you finish, the back of your hand should be facing you. So it's this motion here. It's a twist motion. Some guys I've seen on YouTube are just teaching you to do it with one hand and twist the ball, and you can do it that way, like this. It's just a little harder because you don't have a lot of force and it's hard to get the ball to spin really quickly. So I like to take my other hand and place it on the ball so that I can spin it very fast. And it's probably hard to see in the video, but like the way I'm spinning it it's super fast. I mean, you can spin it and it's like hard for me to even balance it because there's so much force. And literally it'll stay there for a while because it's going so fast. So okay, so my backhand then is here. This is my right hand. I'm left-handed, so this is my twist hand. This hand's going here, and this, I'll just show you how it looks. This is what my right hand's doing. So in slow-mo, it's kind of like this. And it's really my thumb here that's generating a lot of that twisting motion, or twisting power. So hopefully that's coming up on the camera. But I'll just do it a bunch of times so you guys can see it. And then my left hand is really twisting from this angle. From the back, you'll see here's the left hand just by itself. Notice the motion it goes in. So it's kind of like this. And you really want your hand to be facing towards you. You don't want to just stop halfway because you won't have as much power. So it's this way. This helps actually, this is a practical skill because it'll help you with layups. Like when you throw the ball against the side of the backboard, you can spin it off the backboard with the same motion. So it's not just a trick, it's also practical. And then with the opposite hand, it looks like this. And then you put your finger up there. Okay, so once you got that down, let's move to the next step, which is getting your finger to stay on the ball. All right, so what I would do in the start is I would just do this a ton of times. I mean, get this down to it's just obnoxious. I mean, you will practice this every day. When I was a kid and I started doing this, that's like all I did was just practice this, getting this motion down. It doesn't really matter where you start on the ball. I mean, your finger, as long as you spin it fast, it doesn't matter where your finger goes. It doesn't have to be like on this portion of the ball where the seams are. It doesn't have to be there. It can be anywhere. All right, so once you get the spinning motion down, after that, it's time to start placing your finger on the ball. Okay, I'll just do it a few times so you can kind of get a feel for how I do it. It's very quick. You don't want, the higher you throw the ball, like if I do something like this, I'm gonna squat down so you can see me. If I throw it up really high, it's a lot harder, obviously. Like, then I really have to, then it takes a lot more skill. And if you watch when I throw it up high, how my fingers come up and then they slowly come down to guide the ball down onto my fingers. That way it's a smoother transition. But when you start, the closer you can keep your fingers to the ball, the easier it'll be. Okay? And when you start, I'll use my right hand because my right hand sucks at this. But it's gonna, like literally, you're gonna be sitting here doing this all day. And this is how, and then your throws will get a little worse, but you should have your other hand here and you should be practicing it like this. And it's gonna take a ton of practice to get it down. So don't feel bad if you don't get it at the start. It takes lots of time. Okay, and then as for placing it on your fingers, here's how my finger placement looks. Oops. If you notice, I actually have two fingers there. So I'm using one, the ball is resting on top of my fingernail, and it's actually my middle finger that it's resting on. I bend it, and then this finger just comes to support. You don't have to do that way. That's just the way after he doesn't use to practice. That's how, like, you can use your middle finger, or you can do it like this. And it's preferable to have it on your nail. Like here it's on my nail, here it's on my finger pad. Nail, finger pad. When you have it on your nail, it spins a little better. And I don't know if you guys can see it, probably not, but when I was a kid I used to do it a lot, and I actually have a, let's see if I can just show my finger. There's actually a scar because I got a blister from doing it so much. But, so I like to have it on my fingertip, okay? Or excuse me, on my fingernail. and then you just smack it. And when eventually what's going to happen is you'll get it up for a little bit, and then it's going to fall off. You'll get it up for a little bit, it'll fall off. Then you'll get to the point where it'll stay up, but then you hit it and it'll fall off. You'll smack it and it'll fall off like this. It's hard for me to do because I know how to do it so well, but you'll have to practice how hard you should hit it and how lightly you should hit it, but this is the best way to do it. There you can, if you get it on your fingernail, you can really spin it so that it stays up there for a long time. Once again, I'm Coach Nick. Thanks for watching. If you guys like it, please thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll add more videos. Thanks.